1.
Hello, U.S. history scholars. Mr. Deegan. In the VidNote zone, 7-3. Let's get started. The learning target today. I will understand how the U.S. became involved in World War I. Here are U.S. troops on their knees, lying on the floor of a forest in France. They are using machine guns, and there's not much of the forest left. How did they get there? We're going to find out today. The summary. When America entered World War I in 1917, it greatly helped the Allied powers win. However, America's failure to organize a lasting peace left a bitter legacy. Here are the two sides that fought in World War I, and you learned this last year in World History 2. Britain, France, Russia, Italy, and the US make up the Allied powers. The Central Powers, Austria-Hungary, Germany, Bulgaria, the Ottoman Empire. The start. World War I began in Europe in 1914 when Germany and Austria-Hungary went to war with Britain, France, and Russia. The spark that started it all was this assassination. The Black Hand terrorists assassinated Archduke Franz Ferdinand and his pregnant wife Sophie of the Austria-Hungary Empire. The U.S. at the start. For 3 years, America remained neutral. American citizens did not want to get involved in a war overseas. And here you see a poster that shows that idea. Keep the U.S. out of war. Be neutral. Why fight? The U.S. government decided to fight in World War I in 1917 because of two main reasons. One, continuing German submarine warfare. And here is a picture of a German U-boat, Unterseeboot, in other words, a submarine. And number two, America's ties to Britain. The U.S. and Britain were allies in this time in history. Wilson changes his mind. U.S. President Woodrow Wilson, there he is, President number 28, said in 1917 that the U.S. should go to war to, quote, make the world safe for democracy, end quote. However, in 1916, Wilson's campaign slogan had been, he has kept us out of war. And here's a button that people wore in 1916 with that slogan. It was all about changing someone's mind. Wilson had this happen. America had this happen, the sinking of the Lusitania. More than 100 innocent Americans died, and Wilson changes his mind. A German violation. German submarines attack British and American ships in the Atlantic Ocean. This is a violation of the Freedom of the Seas Agreement that the countries had agreed to. And here's a poster, take up the sword of justice, trying to persuade Americans to fight. There in the background is the Lusitania, and here you see who, oh my goodness, these are people. That's someone's hand. That is some kind of child sinking. As a result of Germans' violation, America enters World War I. America leads the way to victory. USA. America's military resources of fresh soldiers and weapons led to Germany's defeat. There's a muscular Uncle Sam taking care of business. There's Germany and Central Europe. There's an L because they lost. Summary questions. Please think of 2 questions to write down based on the information in this lesson. And when you're done with your 2 questions, you're done with 7-3. Until next time, Mr. Deegan, signing off.